Good morning and welcome to Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. My name is Greg Benson.
Lettuce.
I'm talking
My name's Craig Benzine.
Lettuce.
How's it going, Greg?
Lettuce. I'm talking
Greg,
about
how are you?
Yes,
Oh, okay. That wasn't a yes or no question. You sound a little, I would say, bland today.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm talking about how you sound, and I think you sound bland, and I think you might need to stop doing whatever it is you're doing and just talk like a normal person.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about how you're talking. Can you just please contribute to the conversation?
This is my real voice.
Oh, okay. Well, great. So, what's new, Greg? How have you been? What's
I
been
don't
going on?
know.
You don't know. Okay, well, let me tell you about some lettuce news.
No.
No? Okay. No. All right, I'll just tell you what I've been doing. I've been working on
No.
my... Oh, okay. All right. Do you want me to talk about movies or...
Why are you doing this?
I'm doing a podcast with you. You said you wanted to do a podcast at this time today,
Great.
and
So what have you been up to lately?
that's what I'm trying to tell you. I had practice with the band, one of the bands I'm in, called Violet Palms yesterday.
Yes.
We worked on. Yes. You knew that, or somehow you?
Yes.
I don't know how you knew that. I didn't give you my schedule, but
Great. You're acting like a crazy person.
No, I feel like I'm being pretty rational and normal right now.
Maybe.
Definitely I am. So
Can we just continue with the podcast, please?
okay, that's what I'm doing. I think what's happened here is you've typed a bunch of things to say that you assume would come up when I try to talk to you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And all of it comes down to you not knowing what I'm talking about, or
I feel like you're losing your mind.
me losing my mind, not making sense. Yes and no, just very basic. Yeah, see, there you go.
Great. You're acting like a crazy person.
I think you've run out of things to say at this point. I think you're repeating yourself a little bit.
I feel like we've reached the end of this bit.
Oh, okay, Greg, you're not moving your mouth when you talk either. You're just nodding, and I hear clicks every once in a while. Oh, okay, you are moving your mouth. I'm still hearing clicks.
Yeah, I do feel like we reached the end of that bit. But wasn't it great? I mean, like, that went exactly as we all wanted it to go. And we've wasted over 3 minutes of the podcast listening to a robot speak to you.
Wow. Is this some sort of podcast innovation?
It's a first. No one has ever done this before. This is exclusive to two guys or one guy and a robot talking about lettuce.
Yeah.
I think we need to change. Maybe we should change the name to One Guy and a Robot Talking About Lettuce.
Sure. I bet we could set it up so I'm actually talking to AI, and it gives random responses.
That seems like it's going too far. Seems like it's going too far.
Then we'd actually have variation in the words that are said.
Yeah, no, it was exciting though, wasn't it? I mean, did you all enjoy that? Leave a comment. Let's see what you guys thought about that.
Okay.
Greg, the comments are coming in like crazy. Oh, they loved it.
What are you looking at? The
comments. Oh man, look at all those comments. They love it. They say best episode ever. They say I've never experienced something so exciting and hilarious.
Are you watching a live stream of something else?
And I'm just looking at the comments, man.
Okay.
This is great. I'm just so glad we could do this. This is
live.
Honestly, this is the best. Speaking of comments, we do have some new reviews, which I may have read already. I don't know if I've read them. I may have read them.
Why wouldn't you know if you've read them?
I forget what I've read in the previous podcasts.
Oh, you may have read them live on the podcast.
I may have read them live on the podcast before. Here's one. Tell me if this sounds familiar. This one is from El Shook or L's Hook. You decide if it's El Shook or L's Hook.
I'll say El Shook.
Okay, so El Shook left us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Thank you so much, El Shook. Says, thank you, Greg. I am a human. Good. We appreciate that. Always nice to clarify. After leaving a review demanding an apology from Craig because he made an atrocious error when speaking about NFL quarterbacks, he did, in fact, apologize and correct himself. I accept your apology and will continue to listen in anticipation of another error that I can demand an apology for. Once this is read on the podcast, I will subscribe to the Patreon for 1 month, so y'all better please me. Listen to that.
Wow.
You know what that means? That means that by just reading that, you and I get to split $3. That's $1.50 that we didn't have before.
You're making money right now.
We're both making money.
You're harvesting cheddar right now.
Yeah, it's better than harvesting organs, which was the last thing I did to try to make money.
Oh.
Ugh, that is a pain. You gotta drug people in a bar. You gotta take them back. You gotta wait till they pass out. Then you gotta get your friend to come in, slice them open, take out their liver or whatever.
Yeah.
Sew them back up, put them in the bathtub with a bunch of ice. First of all, it's difficult to get that much ice. You know what I mean?
Sure. Isn't that an urban legend? I don't think that's ever happened.
It is. It's never happened to anybody, but it's a horrifying thought, isn't it? Isn't it horrifying? It's enough to drive a man to not drink.
I don't really. Yeah, I guess so. I guess it is a cautionary tale about drinking, I suppose. I still have alcohol, though.
Oh, well, don't be surprised if you wake up and your liver's gone.
Well, that might happen, but I don't know
because of too much alcohol. That's everybody knows that could possibly happen. Hey, listen, here's another review from Teehee Tummy Tums, which is let's just face it, that's an excellent username.
Oh yeah.
Teehee Tummy Tums rated this 5 stars, but the name of the review is 10 out of 10, which I think is great. So it's not just 5 stars; it's 10 out of 10. You
figured out a loophole to add more numbers.
That's amazing. I mean, if anybody can beat that, you just go ahead and try. So anyway, Tummy Tums simply
go 11 out of 11.
Oh, okay. So now you've ruined a way for them to do it. They were going to do that. Now they're not going to do that.
Oh.
You ruined it. Anyway, Tummy Tums left a simple message, and all the message says is, "My wife." That's all it says.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So thank you for that.
He just wanted to refer to, or he or she wanted to refer to their wife.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, it could. You're right. It could be he or she. Could be a gay marriage. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Could absolutely be a gay marriage. I mean, you're in a gay marriage, and that's pretty cool.
I mean, I'm in a happy marriage.
Yeah. With another man, with your husband, China.
No. She is a woman. She
prefers to identify as a woman. That's cool. Look, I'm totally open to whatever anybody wants to identify as. I think that's great.
She does prefer to identify as a woman. Yes.
Great. All right. Well, from now on, I will refer to China as a she because I want to make
what you would call
her happier.
She's also what you would call cisgendered.
Cisgendered. I'm not. Yeah. Oh, she's like a sister. She's like gendered like a sister.
No,
like a nun.
She identifies with the gender she was born. With the anatomy that she was born with.
Now you're getting too. It's getting too complicated. I don't really understand all the ins and outs. But I'm just glad that you guys could get married when gay marriage was still legal because I don't know what's going to happen. Let's not talk about politics.
That's true.
Let's not talk about politics.
And that's real stupid.
Ugh. Hey, listen. Here's one more. Here's one more review, and this review is. I mean, let's just face it. This is the most outstanding review we have ever gotten, and you're all going to have to buckle in on this one.
You're making me face a lot of things right now, Greg.
I know. Yeah, I probably brought up things that you didn't even realize. It sounds to me like you didn't even realize that you were in a gay marriage.
No, I didn't know that.
But you know what, Craig? It's great. It's wonderful. There's nothing wrong with it at all.
I talk to my wife about that.
Talk to your wife about it. That's great. Absolutely.
You don't have to be. It doesn't have to be in quotes when you say wife, because
Craig, they weren't real quotes; they were air quotes. Pay attention, man.
Okay.
This review is another 5-star review, and this one's from Inaverse. I want to thank Inaverse because when I read this review for the first time, it just made me laugh and laugh and laugh. And so I'm going to try to get through this without laughing because this is great, and it's also the length of a novel. So seriously.
Oh, my God.
Everybody, buckle your seatbelts.
Buckle in.
We're in for quite a ride.
Okay, let's go.
The title is Why Would I Listen to This? And then he goes on to say, as a human, thank you, who suffers from Plockmans, my diet is extremely limited to only lettuce and other foods. So as you can imagine, the last thing I would ever want to listen to is a podcast featuring a couple of gentlemen from Verona discussing that leafy green vegetable. But after a birthday party for my coworker Janice at the bank, a guy nobody knows showed up with a cake and presents and highly recommended this podcast. You see what he's doing? You see what he's doing?
I see what he's doing.
I dismissed
Fans
the
of
idea.
the pod will know what he's doing.
Yeah. I dismissed the idea at first, but everywhere I looked, it seemed to be following me around. Friends started telling me about it too. Friends like Graham Samuelson and Jerry Treehouse. No, wait. Fuck Jerry Treehouse. I heard an ad for it whilst on hold at 1-800-SCIENCE. Even a trailer for the podcast showed before the movie Urine Quest. I was intrigued. However, what really convinced me were all the celebrity endorsements. First, it was Paula Abdul, then Joyce DeWitt, Taxi drivers Tony Danza, Gérard Depardieu, John the Rock Cougar Mellencamp Johnson, Jerry Rafferty Lettuce, Pretty Woman actor Larry Miller, and Benson actor Jerry Seinfeld. By the way, have you ever seen Benson? Even Sly Stallone was getting in on the action. He was being interviewed and was trying to remember his in on the action. He was being interviewed and was was trying to remember his favorite pot. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. He was being interviewed and was trying
apologize?
to. You want to? You really need me to apologize for that?
I think I do. I need you. I think Inaverse needs you to apologize for that.
All right. Heareth mine apology. Mm-hmm. Most humbly do I beseech thee, forgive me, for I have misspoken in our discourse, and my tongue unbridled hath erred. 'Twas ne'er my intent to cause offense, nor sow discord betwixt us. In truth, my words were poorly chosen.
Are you reading this?
And for that misstep, I am full sore repentant. If thou canst find it in thy heart to grant pardon, I shall strive henceforth to speak with greater care and reverence. Let not this folly mar the bond we share, but rather let it be a lesson writ upon the scroll of our acquaintance. I remain thy humble and contrite servant. There, is that good enough for you, you fucking asshole?
Wow. You asked AI to write you a Shakespearean apology.
No, I didn't. I just did that off the top of my head.
Okay, sure.
That was not, I wasn't reading it. I just said that because that's the way I normally speak.
Okay, great. Well, I appreciate that. Was a great apology. I appreciate, except for that last bit where you insulted me. I feel like you should apologize for that too. But
you want another apology?
Yes, I do.
Most humbly do I beseech thee, forgive me, for I hath misspoken in our discourse.
Okay.
And my do you really want me to go through this whole thing again?
I do.
I'm not gonna. I gotta listen. We're maybe 10% of the way through this comment that I'm reading.
Okay. Oh my God.
No.
Okay.
This review, we're halfway through. This review is really good. All right. So he was talking about Sly Stallone. He was being interviewed and was trying to remember his favorite podcast, but no matter what he did, he couldn't say the name of the podcast right. He was all, hey, yo, Adrian, I love two lettuce guys talking all this stuff and things. And then when I stop and think about it, it was really, oh no, I'll be right back. Okay, then he takes a break from the comment, and then he comes back. Needless to say, I had to see what all the hype was about. To my surprise, this podcast was hosted by two well-known entertainment personalities, professional giver-upper of things and Green Bay Packers film director. You didn't really direct that film, though, did you? You edited
the Green
that film.
Bay Packers?
Yeah. Did you? Did you
I
direct
mean,
it?
yeah. Yeah, I interviewed several people for that.
Okay, well, I don't know if that's directing. Craig
Well,
Benzine, also known
I
as
think
the
there was
asthmatic.
directing involved.
Okay. Also known as the asthmatic food server and shoulder shake identifier NCS star Greg Benson, also known as Less Than Stellar Films. I soon found myself listening to every episode multiple times, and have I been Greg Benson? You bet your Bobo de Lobo. After much deliberation, I can now strongly say without hesitation to everyone out there, this certainly is a podcast. Hang on, folks, there's more. But don't listen to me. They're the legends of lettucery. So strap in, pour yourself a mauve bowl of David Bowie's Krusty Flakes, or maybe some John Ritter's Critter Fritters. Don't forget the faceless blueberries if you really want to be crunching on that crunch. Tune into the live feed at Gary Busey's house and enjoy two guys talking about lettuce. 3 stars. And then he wrote a little postscript. He wrote, this review brought to you by references. Want to show that you listen to a podcast way too much and confuse the hosts with things they don't even remember? Then why not try references, you piece of shit? Universe, I've never read a better comment in my life. I'm going to applaud that too.
That was perhaps the best comment ever.
It really was the best comment ever, and I'm so impressed, and thank you for that. I feel like we are 16 and a half minutes through this episode, and we haven't even really started the episode yet because of all the stuff we've been doing. Reading reviews, talking to a robot.
Greg,
yes,
this is the podcast. I feel like we are doing what we do.
I don't think it started yet.
I mean, that is what the podcast is. It never feels like it starts.
Really?
Yeah. I think so.
What's up with this right here? Does this happen because I was walking? My hair is all frizzy, and I got a
Superman.
I got a Superman curl. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Am I Superman?
I think so.
Does this mean I'm
only Christopher
Superman?
Reeve Superman had the curl, right?
Yeah, no, he did. Only I don't know. I don't know, man. I haven't seen the new Superman movie. Have you seen it?
Yeah. No, I haven't.
It is available. You can watch it at home now. It's available on the pay-per-view or whatever they call it.
I'm aware, but I didn't see a curl in the trailers for it. So
all right. Well, I didn't even see the trailers, but I have heard that the new one is. What was it? James Gunn made that one.
Yes, he did.
See, I'm not a fan of guns. I'm really against guns. I'm anti-gun. I don't care for them.
Yeah, but that's a person. It's a person named Gunn. He's not.
I'm okay.
But there are guns in some of his movies.
That's my problem. And I understand that guns don't kill people. James Gunn kills people. I understand that. That's the famous expression.
I don't know that he's killed anyone. I mean, if
you listen to the expression, you'll be able to tell. All you have to do is listen, man.
No, that's the expression you just made up.
I didn't make that up. That's a famous expression. Just Google it.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it?
Guns don't kill people.
Guns
James
don't
Gunn kills
kill
people. That's the famous
people.
expression.
James Gunn kills.
See, now I don't know what to call this. I don't know what to call this episode because one guy and a robot talking about lettuce is good, but now guns don't kill people. James Gunn kills people is kind of better, isn't it?
Yeah, it is better. It is a better title.
I'm going to make a note of that.
It's kind of long.
It is a little long. In the tooth.
You know what? I'm not seeing any mention of that expression.
You're not using the right search engine. Are you using Ask Jeeves?
No,
you got to use Ask Jeeves. Yeah.
Okay.
Jeeves knows everything. Listen, while you're doing that, I want to tell you something.
Yeah.
Here's a fun little practical joke that anybody can play on anybody else as long as that other person, whether it's a friend, a relative, or a friend, or even a relative, are about to go on a vacation. Let's say it's a friend, or maybe it's a relative, or maybe even a friend.
That's the fourth time you said friend. Now,
okay, well, let me just. What if it's a relative? That works too.
Now that's the fourth time you said relative. So
I'm just saying that there are so many opportunities, whether it's a friend or a relative. Or even a friend.
Other types of people besides friends and relatives?
No, those are the only types of people in the world. So really, it's anybody. As long as it's anybody that you have any sort of connection with.
Well, congratulations on everyone you know either being a friend or a relative. That's pretty great. That's pretty great. You have no enemies. You have no strangers. You just have friends.
Let's
and
face
relatives.
it. If you look at the history of the universe, and if we all started with only two people, as you know, it started with only Adam and Eve, right? Everybody knows that. There were only two people to begin with, right?
According to
everybody. We all started with just two people.
Yeah.
They had sex, and then it was a whole lot of incest that just kept creating humanity. So all of humanity is just this incestuous muck, just this muck of birth defects and just horrible, truly messed up people in the brain.
Yeah, exactly.
That's humanity. Thanks a lot, Adam and Eve. Anyway,
gross.
Anyway, back to the fun practical joke.
I do remember thinking that as a kid, like, wait a second, if Adam and Eve had a kid, and they had two kids...
Then the brother and sister this is not good. And then, and really, when it comes down to it, like, don't the parents also have to have sex with the other people who are there? And they're their children.
Their kids.
That's awful. That's a horrible, incestuous relationship.
The math doesn't check out.
Well...
it does if you...
I don't know. If you're bad with math, it might check out.
Oh, yeah.
True. Can I get on to the practical joke?
Wait, I asked Jeeves.
Yeah, you asked Jeeves, and Jeeves confirmed the James Gunn expression. James Gunn said, yes, James Gunn kills people. The end.
No. I did get, how do you reload a pricing gun? What is the fastest gun in the Old West?
See?
Do you want to know who the fastest gun was in the Old West?
I know who it was. It was James Gunn. Super fast. They called him Jesse James Gunn.
That's not what it says. Or how many people died in the Battle of Fort Sumter?
6.
Was it?
Six people. Six
Yeah.
people, yeah. It was Bill, Miguel, Ignacio, David, and Dave. They were both Daves. They both went. People called them Dave, and then one of them said, "This is too confusing. Call me David." And the other one was like, "Oh, I was going to say you call me Dave." And he's like, "No, then there'd be two Davids." He goes, "Oh, okay. Well, then I'll still be Dave, and then you're going to be what, Davey?" And the guy goes, "No, never call me Davey. Call me David." And he's like, "Okay, good, David, got it." Yeah. And that's how they clarified between the two Daves.
And then did he accidentally call him Davey again later?
He called him Davey one time. He's like, and then right before he was going to be corrected, David got shot. Yeah. In the Battle of Fort Sumter. Okay. Got shot right in the brain.
According to this article, no casualties during.
No, there were 6. There were the 6 that I named. And listen. Don't just say there were no casualties, because that is really doing a disservice to Bill, Ignacio, Miguel.
Okay, I wasn't listening when you were saying the names before, so I don't know if you're saying the same ones.
Brian.
Okay, I don't think you said Brian,
David,
especially because of your hesitation there.
And Dave. Okay. I think I got 5 out of 6 names right. Listen, history class. Sure. It's been a long time since I've taken history class. I haven't even said what the practical joke is yet. We'll get back to it. I promise.
Wait, we still need to know who the fastest gun in the Old West was.
I just told you it's James Gunn. Why do you never believe me?
No. There were several gunslingers who were counted among the deadliest. Wild Bill Hickok.
Oh yeah, he was pretty wild.
Hardin.
He was pretty wild.
Do you know who John Wesley Hardin is? That doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a great singer-songwriter. I like a lot of his stuff.
Great.
Sure.
You're acting like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my favorite one. I don't know.
That?
I didn't say it. The robot said it.
Okay. And why did the robot say that?
I don't know. He just sometimes I feel like he just wanted to be noticed.
Okay, you also got Dan Bogan, which I've also never heard of.
Dan Bogan, absolutely. Never go in a gunfight against Dan Bogan. That's the old expression. Okay. If you don't believe me, look it up on Ask Jeeves.
Yeah. If you go in a fight with Dan Bogan, you will never go again. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it almost rhymes, but doesn't.
Or Gogan. You can say Gogan.
Yeah, that was not good. That was really not good. I enjoyed how not good that was.
Greg.
Yeah.
Greg.
Yeah.
Do you want me to critique everything you say, too?
Well, I would say yes, but unfortunately, now it's time for the Patreon-only bonus section.
We're never going to get to it.
We're going to get to it after that section.
Okay.
Starting now! This portion of
Two Guys Talking About Lettuce has been edited out for your listening inconvenience. If you wish to hear the complete, unedited version with the bonus talking, be sure to visit patreon.com/Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. And now, back to the edited, not as good version of the podcast.
That's the end of the Patreon-only bonus section. Oh, God.
Wow, you're right.
No, I was okay until I said, oh, God.
Oh, so don't say that then.
I'm sorry. I wish I could go back in time.
Yeah, well,
but I can't.
Okay, that'd be great. Wouldn't that be great if we could go back in time? Wouldn't that be great?
Oh my God, I would go back. If I could go back in time, there was a time when I sneezed. I remember I was like in the 8th grade, and I sneezed, and then like a line of snot just hung out of my nose, and it was in class, and then everybody like laughed at me. I'd go back and I'd relive that again. Oh,
you just want to relive it?
If I could have one moment to relive, if they said you can go back to one moment, that's the moment I would choose.
Now, why would you choose to relive that? That sounds like an awful experience.
Oh, it was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
And then what do? I didn't have any tissues on me, and the teacher was like, go to the bathroom. And then I was like, I had to put like my hand under it.
Mm-hmm. And then you became Snot Boy for the rest of your childhood? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, Snot Boy. And so why would you want to go back to relive it?
I remember. Do you remember when...
Couldn't you go back and stop it? Couldn't you go back and make it not happen? What about that?
I don't know how you're going to... I mean, I could go back earlier in the morning and I could pack a tissue. And that way, I could have like a tissue in my pocket.
Yeah.
You know? And that way,
that'd be great.
I'm prepared for like when the sneeze is going to happen. Put the tissue up to the nose.
Or go to the bathroom before the sneeze happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And poop, you mean?
Well, if you have to, sure. Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got to poop.
But I was thinking, do the sneeze in the bathroom so you don't...
Let me ask you something. Have you ever been constipated and you've pooped and it's such a tiny little poop and you've looked at it and you've gone like, oh my God, look at you. You're adorable. It's so cute that you have to take it out and raise it as if it's your own child.
No, I've never...
You haven't done that?
No.
Oh
I've never
God.
raised my own poop as if it were my own child.
But it's so little and adorable.
No,
and
how long does that last?
Well, it's gonna. When it grows up, it's gonna still be adorable. It'll just be bigger. And so you push it around like you're pushing it around in a pram. I did that just for the people listening to us in the UK.
Okay, a pram. Yes,
so you're pushing it around in a pram. You've given it a lolly. No,
you have to say, when you're pushing it around in a pram, governor.
Okay. All right. That's pretty good. Listen, this is just for our UK listeners. You're pushing around a pram. It's got its lolly. You stop. You use the loo, but the loo isn't on the ground floor, so you have to take the lift to the loo.
The lift, sure.
Yeah.
And then on the way, you look up, you're wondering what you're going to do later, so you look up on your phone what's on the telly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then that show that you like, Hello Governor, is going to be on. I'm assuming all their shows are called Hello Governor. I don't know.
And on the way to the bathroom, you toss your aluminium into the recycling bin.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
you have to do that. You got to recycle that stuff. I mean, you got to throw away aluminium.
Exactly.
You don't want to do that.
But also, Greg, Billy the Kid was a fast gun in the West, in the Old West. Billy the Kid.
Okay.
Henry McCarty.
Sure, Henry McCarty, absolutely.
Or William H. Booney is another good one.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I would not want to gunfight against any of those. If I was going to go back in time and I was going to like gunfight, I would gunfight against like a baby. Because what are the odds that a baby could outdraw you and even have good aim? Guns are heavy, especially back then. That baby isn't even going to be able to pick it up.
If you give a baby a gun, it may just shoot at any random time. It might not play by the rules of the gunfight. Well, that's
true. But I feel, though, that you could outdraw the baby. I feel like you could shoot that baby much faster than it could accidentally shoot you. So, guys, trust me, if you go back in time, you got to do a gunfight. Gunfight a baby, Just make it, give yourself the edge. That's all I'm saying.
Will the baby be in a pram as well?
Yeah, if it's back in the Old West in England, in jolly old England. Back then they called it jolly old England.
jolly old West England.
Yeah, it was old and it was West and it was jolly. Can I get on to the part where I tell people?
Okay, now I finished the fastest gun in the old. Now
Great.
you can.
Okay, good.
Now let's move on.
And we've given people advice to go and shoot a baby in the past. Okay, good.
Great. Yeah. If you're gonna shoot a baby in the past, shoot baby Hitler. But
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. I would go back in time. If I could go back in time, I'd go to when Hitler was a baby, and I'm sure that he'd be an adorable baby, but I would still just strangle that baby to death.
Oh my!
I would just fucking little fucking evil baby, just fucking strangle that baby.
Oh my god!
I really would.
Greg.
It's Hitler, man. I'm talking about Hitler.
Yeah,
I would strangle baby Hitler.
You don't have to choose that method of murder, though.
No, and he did so many awful things. Before you strangle him, you could like pull all of his fingers off. How you feel about that, you little fucker? Just with your bare hands, just pull his fingers off.
Don't know, Greg. I don't know.
It's Hitler. Why are you feeling bad for Hitler?
You could just take the baby and put it in a different living situation, which sends it off on a different course of life.
Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah, that's right. You could put it like in an art school. Maybe it could be an artist.
Yeah. That's where the way you went. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You just kidnap the baby and bring it to like another country.
So you telling me I can't go and pull baby Hitler's fingers off and then strangle it?
No, I wouldn't.
Can't do that.
Advise it.
Okay.
I wouldn't advise it.
All right. I feel like Hitler deserves it though. I feel like Hitler really deserves it.
Sure.
But I guess you're right. I mean, to do something to someone before they deserve it. I mean, then you're sort of getting what's that Tom Cruise movie where like they arrest people before they commit a crime?
Oh yeah,
Minority Report. Yeah, I enjoyed that movie. But I think we talked about that.
That's a Spielberg movie also.
Yeah, it sure is. That's Spielberg. Did he make anything else? Because that was a good movie.
Yeah.
That guy showed some promise.
He made a lot. I mean, he was well into his career at that point.
Yeah. What did he do? The Hangover movies? Those are good comedies.
No.
He probably did. I'm gonna double check. He probably did.
He didn't do those.
I feel like we're gonna get to the end of this podcast and go, sorry guys, there's just no time for me to tell you the practical joke that I had prepared for you. No, I'm gonna go ahead and tell it because I know people are literally dying. I mean, some people are listening to this. They're in the hospital, and they are literally dying to hear what the practical joke is.
Some people probably have died during the recording of this podcast, but not. They probably weren't listening.
So sad.
They weren't listening.
They might have been.
I mean, maybe. I hope it was a great last listen.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, I hope it's Gary Busey, because he's really the only one who listens live. He's the only one that's got the live feed.
That's true. Okay, you're right. I mean, I'm just talking about listening to the recording, I guess. Okay, anyway, go on.
So here's what you do. You take a piece of paper. I forgot to mention, this is something really important. So did I mention they could be a friend or relative?
Yeah, this would be the fifth time now.
Okay, I mentioned that part.
Yeah, but it can't, not a stranger, not an associate.
You have to know them. You can pull a practical joke on someone you know.
Can it be an associate that you're not friends with, but you just know?
Of course not. Of course not, Craig. Okay. You cannot do this with an associate. Has to be a friend or relative because you need access to their home. You don't have an access to your associate's home.
You might have. It might be a coworker that.
Like what? Okay, so you're telling me if you're working a job and there's a coworker who you would assume is an associate, and you're like, you don't even know his last name. You're like, there's Jerry. Yeah, hey Jerry. Yeah. It's not Jerry Treehouse, by the way. It's different Jerry.
No.
So you're like, oh, hey Jerry, and you always see him like at the, he's in the kitchen. Because he drinks like 4 coffees every morning. You see him, you're like, hey Jerry, and you're just going in there to grab your donut. And you're like, God damn it, who took the last glazed donut? Now I got to eat this cake donut. So dry, this cake donut. I wanted the glazed.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks with that there's no more glazed. Yeah.
So anyway, hey Jerry. He's like, oh hey, and he never says your name back here, and in your mind, you're like, he didn't even know my name. We're associates, but he thinks that I'm either Gary or Steve, and both are incorrect.
Sure.
Okay, so anyway,
I mean,
and every once in a while he'll take a chance. He'll just go quietly, like, "Hey, how's it going, Gary?"
Yeah,
he'll say real quiet.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, how's it going,
Gary?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he'd be like, "What? How's it going? What?" And he'd be like, "Hey, how's it going, Steve?" He'll try to
Sure.
use the other
Steve.
the other
Gary
name.
or Steve, sure.
And I'm like,
That's
yes.
a weird guess to just guess Gary or Steve.
Well,
randomly.
he thought that he remembered someone calling you Gary or Steve.
Okay.
Listen, it's very complicated. When you work in an office, the office politics are so complex.
Have you ever worked in an office, Greg?
Oh my God, have I ever worked in an office? Whew.
Yeah.
No,
No, you have.
no, I have not. Have you ever worked in an office?
I have worked in an office.
Ugh,
Yeah, I know.
I know, right?
I mean, they were great. The coworkers were great.
I know, right?
So, yeah.
Except that guy who kept eating your lunch. And then you would write your name on it. You're like,
Yeah.
Craig's lunch, do not eat. And then you'd open it, and half of your egg salad sandwich would be gone. You're like, oh, I see now. Someone is eating my lunch on purpose. But then you find out that the person who's eating your lunch is dyslexic, and they can't read your writing that says do not eat. And so they assumed it said, please eat half of this sandwich.
Oh, is that how dyslexia works? That's
With dyslexia, if you can't read the words, you have to just assume what the words mean.
you just have to. You can't. You just don't. You don't just avoid.
No, you just have to assume, like, oh, okay, I'm guessing that means eat
if
half the
you're-
egg salad
if
sandwich.
you're dyslexic, you just eat random food you find in the fridge. You
That's what dyslexia
Yeah.
means.
can't
Dyslexia
recognize
means
that it's not
eating,
your food. By
no, it just
looking at
means
it. Yeah.
eating random foods in a fridge that you find at work.
I guess I made this food. I guess this is mine.
That's the textbook definition of dyslexia.
Sure.
Do you
okay.
guys like the practical joke so far? How many of you think you're going to do it?
I don't know that we're going to get to it. I think we're going to be done before this episode's over. Yeah.
Well,
now
I don't know,
listen.
man. We have time.
Okay.
Yes.
So you were saying, I think you can be an associate and still go into someone's home. I think that can still happen.
All right, so you're telling me if Jerry doesn't know my name at work, but we run into each other every time he's drinking coffee. No, wait.
I'm not saying in this specific situation.
Can you let a Whitey finish? Let a Whitey finish.
Oh my God.
I'm your Whitey, aren't I? Am I your Whitey?
I don't.
Let
I
a
don't know what
Whitey
that
finish.
means. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say you run into Jerry every morning. Hey, Jerry. Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Steve. And then
Sure.
he drinking his coffee. You take your donut. You go. And you're like, oh, this morning, they have mochi donuts. Somebody picked up mochi donuts. Ooh, those are good. And then you get a mochi donut, a glazed mochi donut. And you're like, oh, it's so chewy.
That is, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
pretty
good.
tasty, yeah.
It's a different texture. Yeah.
It is a different texture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It
Oh, my
really
God,
is.
it's such a different texture.
Yeah. Mochi. Yeah, made from rice. It's made from rice.
Oh, my God, it sure is.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we can have these talks.
Yeah. Now listen, Greg.
Yeah.
In your specific situation, maybe you don't go to that guy's house.
The guy goes home. The guy
Jerry's
goes
house.
home.
Yeah.
You're in his kitchen. You're in his kitchen
Sure.
pouring yourself some orange juice. And he's like,
Uh-huh.
oh, hey, Steve. And you're like, hey, what? He's like, hey, Gary. And you're like, nope, not my name. He's like, what are you doing in my house, Steve? Sarah? Sarah?
I don't think he'd be struggling with your name. I think he'd be like, get the hell out of my house.
No, but he just called me Sarah at the end. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did you just call me Sarah? That's a woman's name. He's like, I don't know. I'm sorry, Berner. I'm like, Berner? Berner? What sort of word is Berner? That's not even a word or a name.
yeah.
It's like, all right, I'm sorry, Glam. Berber.
Glam,
Like, you're getting...
Glam Berber? Glam
Yeah,
Berber?
I think Jerry's having a stroke.
Okay.
And he's like,
So,
it smells like burnt toast in here. I'm like, oh,
Now-
yeah, you're
now would
definitely
you-
having a stroke.
Now, would you help him out even though he's not a
Yeah,
friend?
of
He's an
course. You're in his
associate? Yes.
kitchen. The guy's having a
Yes.
stroke. You call 911.
Exactly.
The ambulance
Yeah.
comes out, and bam, that's how you save Jerry's life. The
Yes.
end.
But that's my point, is that he's an associate. So say an associate's like, oh, you're someone at the job at the office who goes out and gets things or has to travel, and you happen to be traveling past your coworker's house and they forgot something. Like, oh, here, take my key, pick something up for me. I forgot this. I forgot the tchotchke at home, so on your way back.
Oh,
can
you never
pick
want to
it?
forget the tchotchke.
No.
Try not
And
to
on your
forget
way-
the tchotchke, everybody.
No, yeah, and then on the way back, so you pick up your associate's
Yeah.
tchotchke just to help them out at the office, even though they are not really a friend; they're just an associate. You know?
Here's the thing, though. You got to be careful with who you get to know, though, because, you get into somebody else's life, and then you're going to discover all the sadness. You know what I mean? You start to meet other people, then you're like,
sure.
oh, man, there's just so much sadness
Okay,
there.
this is a different argument. This is about how you shouldn't be friends with people.
Yeah, don't be friends with just anybody. I got together.
People's lives are sad.
I got to know one guy when I was working at that office we were talking about. I got to know this one guy, true story, and I felt so bad for him.
Wait, you never worked at an office? Oh.
Just let me tell the story. This true story.
Okay, sure.
So when I was working at the office, I got to know this one guy, Dare.
Okay, that's the part where it falls apart, is where you say, when I was working at the office.
Just can you let me tell the true story?
Okay.
So I got to know this guy, Darable, and he...
Darable, yeah.
He was an only child. Saddest story. He was an only child. His mother died in childbirth. And he was the only child. His mother died in childbirth when he was only 7. He's 7 years old. And very, very sad.
Yeah, that is very sad.
And
so you didn't want to be his friend?
She died. She died giving birth to him when he was only 7 years old.
When he was 7.
He was 7.
Okay.
She had a
that doesn't make any.
Very long labor.
Okay, yeah,
and
7 years.
I think that's what.
7 years.
Frankly, I think that's what killed her. If you have a 7-year labor, I think after a while the body's going to just give out.
That's very impressive that she made it past like a year. I think.
Yeah.
Labor.
Now that you think about it, even a year.
I didn't even have to think about it. I think I immediately thought that
a year is pushing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
What you have to do to get the baby out. You have to push.
7-year labor. And meanwhile, he's just growing and getting bigger.
Oh my God!
And he's not he hasn't popped out yet, but he's he's really into sports. He's playing soccer,
Yeah.
And she well, at least it was easy for her to go to all her soccer games because he's already inside her.
Sure. Yeah. Greg.
That
Greg
makes it easier.
Greg.
Yes.
Yeah. Greg. Okay, yeah, it would be hard for him to play soccer though. But
no, you don't understand. The whole team, all the games took place inside her. So the other
she's huge. She's enormous.
Yeah, the other players, the coach, they'd all go through that opening. They'd go right in there. Squeeze in.
This is like
play
a giant woman. This is like a colossus.
Well, she got bigger and bigger, obviously, as he got bigger.
Yeah.
I feel like a lady can stretch.
Sure, but like grow, like into a giant,
like grow and stretch.
Okay, now listen, Greg. I'm getting concerned that we are going to end this episode before we get to your practical joke.
I don't think so. I think
the point you were trying to make.
Little faith. Greg, I feel like you.
Let me rush to the end of this pregnancy story. The point you were trying to make was this person had sad things happen in their life.
Yes.
And you didn't want to be their friend because it was sad. That was it, right?
Well, I mean, why would you want to be friends with a guy who's sad all the time because his mother died in childbirth when he was 7? That's a horrible story.
Yeah, that's why I'm not trying to argue with you, even though it is terrible what you're saying. That you can't be friends with someone because you can't handle the sadness in their life. But yes, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, Greg. So move on. Point made.
All right.
Let's get to the practical joke.
All right, we will. As soon as I address one thing.
Oh, God. Okay.
We've been getting a lot of emails recently. As you know, so many emails pour in.
We've already done the messages section of this episode.
No. Yeah. I did the reviews section. I didn't do the emails. I did the reviews. And we get so many emails. And lately, we are getting the same question over and over. And I feel like if we don't address it, people are going to get angry. And we don't want angry listeners, do we?
Okay, it better not be how to fix a door handle, because we already did that.
No, we covered that already, and they are thrilled. Now everybody's replaced their door handle, which is great.
Sure.
Which is so great. No, they've
got
a lot of questions. A lot of emails, they all ask the same question. Here's the question. The question is, what is 17 minus 9? Now, I could be like a wise ass and go like, well, why don't you just use a calculator or, ask your phone or whatever. You're going to get the answer. But I'm not going to do that.
The answer is 8. 8.
It's what?
8.
Oh, well, now I feel embarrassed. I replied to all the emails.
Yeah.
And I think I gave them the incorrect answer.
What'd you say?
I said no. I thought it was a yes or no question.
Oh, no, it's not.
I said no.
It's a math question.
Shit. So
yeah.
I replied to all those emails and I just said no.
Yeah.
And they were like, do you think that confused them?
Either that or it angered them. But here's the thing. Why would they ask this? Why did they want to know? In unison, why did they want to know 17 minus 9?
I guess a lot of people were just like, I just wonder what 17 minus 9 is, yes or no?
Why all of them at the same time?
A lot of people like
that's kind of amazing.
Well, look, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
You know how like sometimes when like let's say the movie Freaky Friday comes out and then they'll release 18 again, with George Burns, and then there will be like another body swapping movie and then another and another, and then all of a sudden
completely.
like every single movie in the theater is a body swapping movie.
Sure, that actually didn't happen.
And you're like, that's too many body swapping movies.
It could happen.
And then it's so many that eventually you're like, I'm just going to go see Schindler's List. And you're watching Schindler's List and you keep waiting for the body swapping to happen.
Oh,
and it ruins Schindler's List.
Oh,
You're not really paying attention to the plot because you're waiting for the body swapping.
That doesn't happen.
It happened to a lot of people. That's why a lot of people gave that movie a thumbs down.
No, and I don't. There are several body swapping movies. They didn't really come out at the same time, though. I would say, like a better example would be like a Volcano movie, like Dante's Peak and Volcano came out at the same time.
Oh my God! And is that the movie where Dante switched bodies with the Peak?
No.
Okay, I don't remember.
No,
Maybe
that
we're not
wasn't
remembering
body
the same.
switching.
Okay,
no.
I don't know.
But also that's very different, I think, than everyone wanting to know the same math problem. This has nothing to do with emails. This is just Hollywood release schedules and storytelling. That's
okay, but I give the wrong answer.
Yeah.
But just to clarify to remember, so Craig gave the correct answer. The correct answer was yes, I believe you said.
No, 8.
The number 8 or the letter?
Yes, the number 8. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The number 8. Okay.
Yes.
EIGHT.
Yes. You know how to spell it.
Well, those are letters.
Yeah.
You just said it was the number 8.
Spell the number. Yeah. You need to use a word to refer to a number. And wait. 8.
You need to use a word to do math? That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does. It does. Math is a language, Greg.
When you write out numbers, you have to use words to write. That's crazy. It's not making any sense.
You can write the number, but you can also spell the number.
Craig, look, I feel like you're deliberately wasting time, and I want to get to the practical joke because it's a really good practical joke that anyone can do. And let me just say this. You can do it to a friend, or you can do it to a relative.
Okay, you said that.
Or a friend. Like any of even a relative.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Here's what you do.
Not an associate.
Here's what you do. You find out when... Oh, no, we're out of time. Oh, my God. Well, that's the end of Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. Thank you so much for listening.
This was going to happen.
My name is Chadwick Rasmussen.
My name is Craig Benzine, and I would be your friend or associate.
Oh, that is so great. And I would be your number 8. See you next week, everybody.
Bye.